These are the pectoral fins off of the fish. So
then I add a little Frank's just for flavor myself.
Good morning, guys. Doing some prep work here this morning for our bit tonight. We're going to be doing a maple syrup marinated pickerel, or walleye, I should say. So what we have here is walleye that I thawed out over the last night. We have fillets and our fins here. So these are my favorite. These are going to just go straight into the bag. And my fillets, I'm going to cut up into 1 to 2 inch pieces, just for easier handling, easier bread and stuff like that. We're gonna be deep frying this stuff, so I find it easier to handle them in those sizes. Okay, guys, this is how I've been cutting up my fillets. Like I said, 1 to 2 inch pieces. Boom, straight into a Ziploc bag. Okay, got a nice little baggie here. And then we're going to add our maple syrup. This compliments brand, you can use whatever you want. I try to use something a little nicer than Aunt Jemima. Nothing wrong with Aunt Jemima though. And then we're just going to fill it up until everything's kind of covered, squeeze the air out, and let these babies. Got everything cut up in here, and we're just going to layer on some maple syrup. Don't have to be shy with it, obviously. And then after, actually might put a little bit more in there. Then after we've got enough maple syrup in there, I zipper the bag shut so there's about 1 inch left. Squeeze the air out of here so the maple syrup covers everything in the bag. Kind of roll it up like this. Give it a little shake, and now you can see all the fish is covered in maple syrup. That's going in the fridge for at least 2 hours. Fish has now been marinating for 8.5 hours in our maple syrup. Locally caught walleye coming out of Lake Winnipeg. We're going to do them in 2 different batters here, just to switch things up a little bit. We have our fish crisp Cajun batter we're going to do with, and we also have a panko breading that we're going to bread them in. So what we're going to do is just take them out of the bag, straight into the mix, shake them up a little bit, and then straight into the fryer. Okay, fryer's back here, heated up, ready to go, and a few minutes here we're gonna have some tasty fish. So when I do this, I like to separate the fillets from the fish fins. So if I'm doing a batch of fillets, I'm not going to put any of these in yet. I'm going to do just fillets or just fish fins. So we'll put about 8 to 10 pieces in here. Let those sit for 5 to 7 minutes in there. They should be good to go. Guys, our fish is almost done here. We're going to give it a little peek. When the bubbling is starting to slow down, you can tell that's when the fish is starting to get done. You can see it's nice and brown in there. It's looking nice and crisp. Looks great. Let a little bit of that oil drain off. And then into our basket here. Guys, so we got some fish fins ready to go in. Just in case nobody or somebody doesn't know what these really are, these are the pectoral fins off of the fish. So what we like to do is use as much of the fish or the animal that we're cooking, that we're harvesting, whatever, as much of it as we can. And this is often overlooked. So after we take the fillets off, this comes off the bottom of the breastbone and it gives you a nice chunk of meat. People often call it freshwater shrimp or prairie shrimp or butterflies. So it comes off like you're eating a piece of shrimp, and it's fantastic, fantastic meat. We're gonna toss these things in right now. And these ones, I don't like doing them in the panko just because it's harder for the panko to stick to them. Fish grip crisp, as you can see, sticks quite well, or like a flour-based batter. So you can also do different types of marinades on this stuff, but the maple syrup really adds a nice, very sweet kind of undertone to this, and the fish crisp Cajun gives it that nice little kick for a little sweet heat. Boom!
So I know I might be sacrilegious for a few of us in Manitoba and maybe even Minnesota, but if you want some tartar sauce and you're panicking around home, I'm going to share a little secret with you. This is how I make my poor man's tartar sauce, I call it. Chase uses Miracle Whip around here, but I like mayo. But you just take a couple tablespoons of that, douse her in there, quick squirt of mustard. I like Dijon myself, so luckily Chase had some of that. A little bit more relish. Then I add a little Frank's just for flavor myself. I'm gonna stir that up. You can see there, maybe it's a little dark still. And we'll, actually, you know what, that's turning out not bad. If it is too dark, you can always just add a little bit more mayo or Miracle Whip, and that should clear it up for you.
Alright guys, so last batch of fish is in. Our fish fins are out. This is what they look like finished, okay? And what you do with them, you just chomp down. Pull them off just like that. And that is beautiful, tender meat. You'll never regret taking one of these, I guarantee you.